Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. Tonight we're going to take a look at the brand new product from ORBX. This is Bryce Canyon Airport. It was $12.99 in the marketplace. And this is a little slice of Utah. We are near Bryce Canyon National Park. We're also within flying distance of Zion, easily Sedona, the northern rim of the Grand, well, all of the Grand Canyon, really. We could also say on the other side of the state is arches, bridges, the Grand Staircase. We're also near Capitol Reef. So we got a ton of national parks in the area. This is a great sightseeing launch base for your, what would you call this? If you're going to make a, like let's say you're using On Air or something and you want to use this as your FBO and have a sightseeing company. This would be a great airport to buy for that app. For those of you that don't know what On Air is, it's basically a full economy system for flight sim. Kind of like how you have in Truck Sim where you hire workers and airplanes and have them fly for you. It's a separate app, but it works in conjunction with Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. This is the first airport that ORBX has done for Flight Sim 2020. That is a Flight Sim 2020 only airport. They did not rehash this from FSX. To be honest with you, the details to me look about the same. So I think they're all done well, and this one's no exception. It's done really well. I don't honestly see a huge difference in the textures, but I'm also just a layperson. I'm sure there's some programmers out there that are like, well, this is completely different. I will say that it's got like the grass and stuff is actually 3D grass. It's kind of cool. Around the buildings, this is our FBO. And the attention to detail is excellent. All the way down to the pilot hanging out outside before his flight, enjoying the sunlight and getting ready to go. Maybe waiting for some passengers to show up. Got some fuel services. I did try. Now, here's a cool thing. You can actually park your plane just like the Orcas Airport. You can park your plane in this hangar if you so desire. I was not able to get the fuel to work. I might be missing the trigger or something, but I pulled in here and it didn't respond. So I'm a little, I don't know about that, but for some reason it wasn't bringing up the fuel thing when I pulled near there. Got some kind of, maybe a snowplow barn, because they definitely get snow here in the winter. Whoa, what was that? Oh, my tracker. Oh. Okay, that's lovely. My whole system just went wonkers. Not sure what happened there, but I think what happened was that my tracker picked up my glasses, maybe, and reflected. Anyway, we're almost done with the airport tour. Sorry about that, guys. It's been a weird day for my track IR. I've been having all kinds of... This is the second time I've actually recorded this because I've had all kinds of problems. It's not the tracker's fault, but it's just not... Something changed and it's not interacting with my joystick properly. Anyway, there's the sign for the fuel. Once again, we were looking at the snow barn, and we're going to come over here and look at these people's house. I love the way that it's got this little house here on the grounds. This is where the neighbor lives. He has a dog, so he's got a fence. But I'd like to live here. Though it looks like it's right on a busy road. I don't know how much I'd really like to live here. I prefer a quieter neighborhood, but it'd be cool to watch the airplanes take off, like in your backyard. That'd be pretty sweet. I would imagine some airport dude lives there. Maybe the guy that owns the airport. So I think this is probably a private airport, right? Maybe not. This is the same snow shed that we saw in Santa Barbara. I don't know what kind of airplane you'd fit in there, but maybe an RC one, because the full-size aircraft isn't going to fit. And another hangar building. And then we have the runways, which are, obviously the textures are really nicely done on the taxiways and runways. As always, with these ORBX airport upgrades, they're just beautiful. Reflective pavement, nice detail. We do have the glide slope indicators here. You saw the one turn red and then white. Those will guide you in when you're trying to land on runway 3. And here's the runway texture. Looks great. Runway is not perfectly flat, which is totally realistic. I love that. That's one cool thing about flight sim in general that I like, is that the runways actually are no longer just long rectangles. They actually follow the contour of the land. And so that pretty much does it. There really aren't a lot of other details around the airport. Unfortunately, it's a one and done deal. My only beef with this, and I think I'll say it again towards the end of the video, so I apologize if I'm repeating myself, but my only beef is that I think they asked a little too much for this. Like, this airport to me, because it only has like 4 or 5 buildings and there's really no scenery like massively around the airport that is not, that needed to be updated. It's kind of like, I don't know. It should have been $9 and it came out as like $12.99. So that kind of, I don't want to say it ticked me off, but I feel like it's a little bit on the high side price wise for what we got. But anyway, that's just my opinion. I still think it's worth it just because of the location. This is an airport that I would use to do sightseeing from. And like I said, if you're going to do on air and you want to have, a business where you are maybe doing like a sightseeing business for your on air business, that would, because you can choose all kinds of different career paths in that. This would be a great place to start because you're just near all kinds of tours and stuff like that. So it'd be kind of neat an airport to start there. I don't know if this might be ORBX. That's funny. The traffic's a little messy there. It's a really busy neighborhood for 4 people living there. Then we also have this over here. And this looks like this has all been updated. These are autogen buildings, but they're carefully placed with the road, it seems like. So I think that's a trailer park. Bryce Canyon Trailer Park. This probably was added in by ORBX. So I like that, Once again, little details that are, that they tend to put in that you don't normally have. So I would think that this is ORBX, and the other reason that makes me think that is that the terrain is different colored than the other terrain around it. You can see the border. This might be, what is this? Is this Bryce Canyon University? I'm just making that up, sorry. Yeah, definitely. No, this one I don't know. Once again, the buildings look like they're suspiciously well placed, but they could also be autogen. Microsoft does a really good job with the autogen, so I don't know. Somebody tell me if they know from ORBX. Yes, that is definitely autogen. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get in the air, and we'll take a look at the area around as we fly, what it looks like to land at the airport, and then we'll get a night shot. Let's go ahead and fly our loop. We're going to stop by the fuel place first here and see if we can't... and I'm cheating. Yes, I'm just doing the auto startup on the engine.
Kilo Bravo Charlie Echo Traffic Alpha Golf Charlie 2 Lima Golf taking off runway. Trace straight out departure.
Whoops. I pulled the mixture back by mistake. What runway did he say? I missed that. 3. Okay, so 3 is going to be where we are on. We're facing. So it's this runway on this end. That's cool. It's the close way. Hi, fuel truck. Now, I don't know if the fuel services work here. I've heard people say that the add-on airports don't have working fuel services as far as like the trucks go and stuff. Oh, we don't need our... Come on. It's picking up my glasses. There we go. Make a loopy here. So once again, I don't regret buying this airport. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm definitely going to use it, especially when I feel like flying from somewhere. Right now I've been doing S112 to Coors and back. But it'll be fun to add another route here going from here to Sedona and back. That's going to be a fun route. So let's go ahead and see if we can get fuel by this fuel area. I think we probably can, but we'll find out. By the way, I'm loving the Muni. This Muni Bravo has become my favorite airplane in the game. I still love the Cessnas too, but this one is definitely worth the $30. I've been flying the pants off this airplane. Wait, I didn't know. Do they wear pants? Hey, they wear wheel pants, right? Like that's what they call the cowl that goes down around the wheel on an airplane that has, non-retractable wheels. They call them wheel pants. Okay, let's stop right there. and see if we can't get the fuel. No, I'm not. It's not coming up. Usually it just comes up when you get near. Shoot. So I don't really know where the fuel area is on this airport. I'm assuming it has one. Some the other ones did. Obviously we've got the tanks, but I don't know. I'm in a bind. I'm not gonna be able to get out. Let's see. Can't whip this thing around. Oh well, we can always go into the fuel system and pretend, you know. You can go into your weight management thing and change the fuel load. Alright, so let's head out to the runway and take off. But yeah, some of these places have that trigger where it's like bing and you pull in and it's definitely fuel. This one doesn't seem to have that, so. Announce taxi. Or takeoff, I mean.
Kilo Bravo Charlie Echo traffic Alpha Golf Charlie 2 Lima Golf taking off runway entry left touch and go.
Wait, we're taking off runway 3 left, or we're taking off runway 3 left touch and go? Ah! I wasn't paying attention. This flight's gonna go well. I haven't flown for about 3 or 4 days, guys, so I apologize. I'm a little out of practice. I play this game way too much. And considering how much I play it, it's surprising I'm not a better pilot, but I'm not. Flaps down, and we are go. Pulling back a little bit on all of these. And this is a high altitude airport. We're already at 7. Is it 1,000? Oh wait, no, we're already at 7,000 feet. Whoa! Is that right? That might be right. This whole area is a giant kind of mountain, so. Is that 700 feet or 700? What? Oh no, okay, so almost 1,000 feet is what that is. Sorry. Like, what is this, Denver? I think Denver's only at 2,000 feet. Gear up, folks. There we go. Can remember what button. Okay, so we're at 700 feet, going up to 800. Because that's the how many thousand feet we are. Right? Or not. I don't know. No, that's the 10,000 foot. So we are at 8,000 feet. Wow. And right away you can see how pretty this gets. Where is Bryce Canyon? I don't know where Bryce Canyon actually is when compared to the airport. But it's going to be in this area here somewhere. Roger, airport, could you direct us to Bryce Canyon Airport? Pull those RPMs back. It's definitely not here. It's probably to our right. Anyway, that's not what we're here for. Let's go ahead and go back around and see what the airport looks like from the sky. So yeah, we are at 9,000, almost up to 10,000 feet, and that's crazy. That is a very high airport, and our fuel mixture is matching that. I have to pull the fuel back because we're got too much fuel going. There's our airport. So pretty out west, and this is the real world weather too. For whatever reason I decided to load that today. So all right, so we're gonna start slowing it down. Flaps back down. Prep for landing. Trying to see where the canyon is. I think it might be over there to the right. But I don't know. Once again, I'd have to check. I've been to Bryce in real life. It's kind of like a giant bowl, and it does look exactly like this out there. It is just gorgeous. You can imagine cowboys, riding their horses through this scenery, chasing or being chased by Indians. Or are we not allowed to say that anymore? I'm sorry if I offended anybody. I was a kid, man. I used to play cowboys and Indians. Sometimes I was the Indian, sometimes I was the cowboy, just depending on what mood I was in. I think people probably find that offensive now. Jeez. Is it wrong that I like the Lone Ranger? Anyway, but yeah, there is. I think it's over that way, but yeah, this is the land. It's so beautiful out west. I don't know if I could live there, but I definitely would love to go out there and spend a couple months again. It's been a long, long time since I've been out there, and it's just gorgeous. All right, so the airport is now back there. We got a ways to go. I'm not a short final guy, but whoa! Update. This is where the game starts to get choppy. I suppose you could follow the roads because the roads will take you along. Gosh, I'm thinking that's got to be it up ahead there to the right. Like that's the ridge there. And the canyon's back in there. Look at all the roads too. Like they lead right to the park. Yeah, that's probably it. Anyway, I'm gonna go research that in a little bit, but because I want to fly over. The whole point in buying this kind of airport is to do, tours of the cool scenery around it. Where's our airport? It should be on our 6 there. There it is. Cutting the throttle back, air brakes down, or up. Deployed. Outer beacon. Gear down. Actually, I think that might have been a stall. Ooh, I haven't heard the stall warning in this airplane before, but... Alright. Fly straight for a little bit and get on that runway path. Wonder if my co-pilot's going to call that we're on final or not. He's supposed to call that out, and he's not.
Kilo Bravo Charlie
There he goes.
Traffic Alpha Golf Charlie 2 Lima Golf is on final runway tree touch and go left traffic.
Oh, finally they're keeping our tail number. I put my tail number in as Alpha Golf Charlie 2 Lima Golf, which is what I wanted. Some of you might be able to figure that one out. Some of you old Flight Sim fans. If you can figure out the Alpha Golf Charlie, I'll be super impressed. It's actually not that hard. It's right in front of your face. But the 2 Lima Golf, let's see if you're going to have some old diehard Flight Sim fans that are going to know what that refers to. So anyway, but that is my call sign now. And hopefully it'll always be. I like to use Alpha Golf Charlie 2 Lima Golf just for fun. I know it's probably not an American one. I think the American ones start with N, but I'm not sure. Not sure about that. So there's our little airport. Isn't that pretty? It's in such a nice area. Like I do love the scenery here. It's a great flying area because it's, wide open. You're not going to whack in anybody's buildings or houses or trees, but it's also just a neat scenery. Throttle off and let her float down. Start the roll. And let's see how long it takes us to get down onto the ground. Come on. Come on. Oops. Nose up. That wasn't so bad. Wasn't the greatest landing ever, but it was also not terrible. All right, so that is Bryce Canyon in a nutshell. We could take a look and see what it looks like in the evening, which will kill our frame rates, but that's how I usually close these videos out, so you can see a nice night shot of the airport. And once again, we dive into the blue. We are in our evening lights, and this is what the airport looks like at night. Nice lighted up runway, so you should be able to see it when you're coming in from that late evening flight when you left Sedona late. Yeah, once again, there's a lot of cool airports within the range, so this is a nice add-on. So once again, like I said before several times, is it worth the $12.99? Yeah, I think so. I still would have preferred it to be at $9.99, but that's just because I'm tired of paying $15 for every single airport. So I tend to get sucked into these games, and I know my wife eventually is going to put a stop to like, Arthur, you spent like $100 on airports this month. Well, this is one of those games where you could spend that easily very quickly. But my goal is not to go broke, reviewing things on this from this game, but this airport is cool just because of where it's located. And once again, Sedona is also a nice high detail airport. That's from Microsoft. But that doesn't mean anything. I mean, it's still a nice airport. So you could fly from here to Sedona, stay on high detailed airports, and see beautiful, beautiful scenery all around you. So is it worth it? Yeah, it is. Like I said, I wish it would have been a little less expensive, but it's a couple bucks. I mean, really, in the long run, it's $5, $3, whatever. So have a great night, guys. Be sure to subscribe. Thumbs up always help. Hopefully you enjoyed this overview of Bryce Canyon Airport. I definitely had fun making it, and I'm looking forward to flying around this airport quite a bit to see different scenery, and maybe even I've been thinking about doing on air. We'll see. It's kind of pricey. It's like $60 a year or something, so I got to kind of think about that, but it looks like a neat product anyway. All right, guys, see you next time. Bye.